What's good, y'all? It's Monday. We in the building. Viral Sports Podcast. It's your man Sam Man, old God from Hip Hop News Uncensored. It's motherfucking Monday. We got some football to talk about.
Yeah.
We got some NBA to talk about. We got our man Vic behind the mic. We ready to work, man. Oh God, Vic, what's good with y'all, fellas? Before we get to today's show, very excited, man.
Feeling good today, man. We love the sport podcast that we just started, the Viral Sports Podcast, and we're gonna talk some fucking football to get this shit started. I can't wait. Vic didn't even watch the fucking game yesterday. Like, come on, bro.
He ain't watch y'all game.
Like, come on, bro.
How you don't watch that game? That's one of the important games of the season, bro.
I know. I was there, and then I left at halftime.
You know, December's one of them months, man, where it's like football's on all day. I'm watching the 1 o'clock. I'm watching 4 o'clock. I'm watching the late because you want to pay attention to what's going on, and it's just good for just the soul, man. December football, man. So before we get started with all that, Vic, let's give them a rundown of what we got today on the show. And then just smash us off with the first topic, man. Let's get rocking.
Yes, all right, so Jalen Hurts is igniting the Eagles.
Like
so many people said from the beginning.
Let's get it.
Don't show your feelings in this shit, bro. Be the moderator.
But listen.
Not fact.
The Jets may have fucked themselves up in the draft.
Damn.
Carson Wentz wants out of the Eagles.
Crybaby ass niggas.
And the NFL playoff picture.
All right.
And then the NBA is starting, I believe, today. The NBA is starting today.
Okay.
And, you know, we're just going to go get into these topics. But, Sam.
Let's work.
I want to know what your thoughts are on Jalen Hurts igniting the Eagles.
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
Man, it was refreshing. He came out. That first quarter was real shaky. He had the safety. He threw the ball. It was a lot of pressure. And, he showed why he should be a starter, in the league yesterday. But he just had the whole team going, man. Like, every aspect was just rejuvenated. Like, and then, a lot of people that would say, because I watched a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of the color analysts on like NBC and all that.
Right. And
a lot of people was like, well, he can't throw. He ain't got enough arm power. He's this and he's that. And he went out and passes for 400 yards yesterday. You know what I mean? Against a defense that's good. That defense is not bad. That's one of the top defenses in the NFL. And he did his thing. He spread the ball around. And I just think that, he should be the new quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles at this point. What he showed, what he can do. Carson Wentz couldn't do all year. He did it in just a couple of games. And really, they should have went to him earlier. It's my prediction, if they'd have went to him earlier, this wouldn't he be close to NFC East? You know what I mean? At this point, because Carson was just so bad this year. But yeah, I loved it, man.
I've been saying this shit for a year since I saw the kid play at Alabama, since I saw him play at Oklahoma, since I watched him work out. I remember last year there was a game after Oklahoma blew out some team, and there's video of Jalen Hurts in the gym squatting 600 pounds, doing power cleans, doing all the things you want to see your leader do. And I said this kid was special. Then when I seen you guys grab him in the second round, I was like, damn it, that's the last place I want to see my man Jalen Hurts. I was excited for him to come to Washington. I wanted him in Washington. I'm not going to make any mistake about that because he's a leader.
Nice fit.
That would have been a great fit.
You know what I'm saying? Great fit. Just because he's a leader, he can run. You see what he's doing on his feet. Dangerous. And he is very resilient. Something that Philadelphia as a culture really gravitates to. Now they're trying to hate on the brother. They're talking about the teammates that are vouching for Carson and the coaches that are vouching for Carson, really stacking the deck on this kid. And all he's doing is giving you those intangibles to win the game. Yeah. He was in that game yesterday. Let's talk about that game. Now, I'm very happy y'all lost. I'm happy I'm seeing Jalen do his thing, and I'm also happy you're losing at the same fucking time. But pressure situation, playoff game, and going tit for tat with Kyler Murray, going tit for tat with my man B-Hop, going tit for tat with Fitzgerald. If they went down there and scored, Jalen Hurts took the team on his back and went right back down there and scored and really made it a scary game for anybody, especially the Washington fans in the NFC East, something Carson would not have done. And I'm telling you this, it's very, very, it's non-surprising looking at Carson's attitude and the things we hear off the field that he plays like this on the field, and all of the things that we suspected might have been in Carson's DNA, I think is, man.
Yeah, man, that's huge because when you look at look at Jalen Hurts and the situation he came from, losing his starting position
Talk
to
about
Tua.
that.
You know what I mean? But then you got Carson Wentz, who, the All-American white boy, you know what I mean, over in the Midwest. The school he goes to, it ain't really that much competition. He's that dude. He probably got all the girls. The situation is just stacked. And you got this dude who, his dad, the football coach, came from some humble beginnings. Not to say that Carson didn't, but he came to the situation and went to a Division I school, balled out, lost his job, went to another one,
2 of them,
and still did what he had to do. Like, he's primed for this shit. This shit ain't nothing. His dad had him ready for this type of shit at 10, 12 years old for adversity. He goes in there and he just leads the team, which should have been, he put the ball in the dude, he should have caught it, but he didn't. It happened, and you just don't expect rookies to come out and ball like that. Again, like I said, the deck, like they stacked the decks against him all week about, this and that, and the part that's funny to me, though, is all the critics out there who talk about the Eagles' offensive line. They talked about not giving receivers to Carson and all this. Every excuse they give Carson, but this dude went out there and made the team competitive again in just 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So the proof is in the pudding. You got to start this dude.
And so did McCown, and so did our man Nick Foles before that. Let me tell you this. I think that the beginning and the writing on the wall was done for Carson the second y'all won that Super Bowl, because his DNA was not ready to deal with the pressure that was going to come behind that. I think that him getting hurt and that adversity with coming back off an injury and then winning the bowl, I think really messed up his psyche, because I don't know if you saw ESPN, but it was so dope with Dan Orlovsky, who's a damn good analyst on their old quarterback for the Detroit Lions. He put it in this perspective of the quarterback is the leader. When them players go on the field, that's their team, that's their family. And Carson Wentz had to watch another man take his family to Disney World.
Damn.
And when you fucking think about that, it's like, whoa.
But
gotta
here's
respond.
the thing, though. You got to respond, because, like, if that would have happened with Aaron Rodgers, let's say if he got hurt and came back, I guarantee you he comes back and takes a starting job. If that would have happened at mad other quarterbacks, his mental ain't there. Yeah, he got the big arm. He can make any throw like Mahomes, but his mental ain't there. And that's everything in the NFL. And let's move on to this real quick. We're going to still talk about Carson, but let's talk about him. Reports came out. A lot of people are speculating it could have came from his agent, that he did not want to be the backup to Jalen Hurts, and he wanted out of Philadelphia. Sandman, what do you think when you heard that? First, you think it's true, and what do you think when you heard that from Carson?
That could be a problem for y'all, a huge problem. Let me tell you why. It's a big-ass contract that they're going to have to shell off. If they could have kept it in-house to where they were like, look, Carson, if you're not happy, let's keep it in-house. We'll look for you for a good home. We'll find a place. We'll get some draft picks. Both sides will win. But the fact that it got out, it shows all the other NFL teams that there's some there's some friction within that locker room and that organization. And it shows Carson's character. Yeah. You don't want to compete.
Right.
So you deal with a little adversity, and the adversity, Jalen Hurts isn't in because of what he did on the field in the practice. Because I guarantee you, the throws you see and the runs he's making and flashes that we see on the field on Sunday, he was doing in practice. The coaches knew goddamn well what they had in Jalen Hurts. But they were sticking to Carson, and they rocked with him for whatever their reason, and they took you out because you fucking sucked. You were fucking last in QBR, 31 out of 33 in QBR. You had the most interceptions, took the most fucking sacks. You were absolutely awful. You need to sit your ass down. And because they did what they had to do with the division still on the line, fucking surprisingly, something they should have did weeks ago when fucking Washington traded from Dwayne Haskins and went to Kyle Allen. They had to do that, but they knew that it was something there. Let's go. Y'all should have did it right then and there, but you didn't. You're stuck with Carson. And now you're sitting there behind in the division, and now you're sitting here with a quarterback that's ill in his feelings. He's not giving himself any credibility when it comes to a locker room. Can he control one? He's not helping his trade value, because now teams are going to look at it like, all right, you got this big-ass contract and his questions on his leadership and his morale. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it, man. I don't think it's a good sign for you.
You got to let him go at this point. That's going to be the next question when you talk about should the Eagles trade him. I think, at this point, you're going to have to eat that dead cat. Money. It's going to be a lot. You eat it, you clean it up, and start putting some weapons around Jalen Hurts for the next couple of years, because it's a situation that has gotten so toxic. And a lot of people say they feel for Carson. I feel for the fucking Eagles. They gave this motherfucker $120-something million. They kept him in despite that he had at least 12, 13 bad games, the worst in the NFL damn near history for a quarterback, damn near, at least for the Philadelphia Eagles. They kept him in. They gave him chance after opportunity. The backup quarterback in 2017 came in and won. Nick Foles got a fucking statue, and they still went back to this dude.
Yeah.
He got injured. They went back to him. And to all the people out there who say, well, the Jalen Hurts was a stupid pick. How the fuck could you say that?
Yeah.
How could you say that? That turned out to be a good fucking pick.
I wish
at
we'd
the
have
end
made
of the
that
day.
stupid pick. I really do.
And the rumor is the Cowboys about to pick him up, so the Eagles grabbed him and whatnot because they got CeeDee Lamb from us and all that. But yeah, you got to move on from this dude, man. Maybe you can find one or two teams who may take on that price tag, but I don't think he's. We was gonna talk about that too. I don't think that he's over with and done with. I think maybe with the Eagles, because with the cap situation, if they can't find any trade partners, what they're gonna have to do is open up a quarterback competition between these. So either way, you got to get up and man up, Carson. You can't bitch up. You can't cry to your agent. Either way, you got to man up and take the fucking job from this young boy. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Jalen, gonna win out.
And I like the way, Sam, that you put it, that it's like another man coming in, taking over your family and taking them to
I didn't
Disney
say that
World.
shit. My man Dan said it. I can't take that credit.
So yeah, I like that. I like that analogy because that's exactly what is going on right here. Is Jalen Hurts is the stepdad coming in and kick Carson Wentz out. Now Carson Wentz, you gotta show your backbone,
right? And
that you're a man and fight for your position back. And I really do believe that Super Bowl year was the rise and the fall of Carson Wentz, because that statue of Nick Foles, he has to go past that statue every fucking day.
He probably throwing his
every fucking day.
But I mean, yeah, go ahead. Finish
every fucking day. But it's like you have you have to have competition. You have to have a competition with this rookie. Yeah. How long have you been in the league?
He's got 5 years in the league.
5 years in the league, right?
That means they even 5 years to show improvement.
5 years. And they even gave him more time than they would have given any other quarterback to improve on your assness.
Routine throws, man. This dude wasn't making like
easy throws.
Yep.
Throws that either one of us could make. Either one of us in this room could make. And you couldn't make them. But the Eagles were still rocking with you. And at the point where they took you out, you start bitching about not playing. But you did it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You did it to yourself. And now you're bitching. And you're not taking responsibility for what you did. And you want to go somewhere else.
And he damn near get the damn coach fired. Like, because it's looking like Doug Peterson fucked up. And like, nah, nigga, the shit's working.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? We was competitive in that game. And if we had Carson, we wouldn't have been. We would probably lost
that game.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a scary situation for the Eagles. But I think they got good leadership, so it'll turn out good for us.
Carson's not winning a competition with Jalen Hurts any longer. He's going to get he has a year under his belt. He has the confidence. He has the off season. He's going to start working out the day that season's over. And he's taking that fucking job. Y'all got a gem in that dude. I said it from day one. And I think that when you look at everyone in the division that had a chance for the division outside of Dallas lost yesterday.
Right.
And a lot of people say that it's the worst division in history. I disagree with that shit, man. Even though the records show it may not be good week in and week out, especially in the last month, it's been nothing but dog fights. Nobody wants to play any of them teams in the NFC East. It's cold, it's rugged. And I think the next 3 or 4 years, you're going to see the teams that you see flashes of this year really competing at a high level. And them Green Bays and them New Orleans and them Tampa Bays are going to kind of dwindle out. And the NFC is going to be strong again. So y'all can go ahead and disrespect all day long. But the NFC is back, man. It's a lot of good young talent out there. It's going to be good.
There's a lot of heart in the NFC this season.
East.
Yeah. So let's talk about the playoff picture because the Washington Redskins, they lost yesterday, but we lost, so it kind of still put them in the driver's seat, of going into the playoffs. So I got the Carolina Panthers in Washington and D.C. How you like your chances?
I like our chances a lot. We got Antonio Gibson rumored to come back, which is huge for us. It's going to solidify the running game. Now we can give J.D. McKissick some of a break because Peyton Barber wasn't really giving him much of a break. J.D. McKissick balled yesterday. We had great opportunities to win that game yesterday, but my man, Dwayne Haskins, made 2 costly interceptions that ultimately cost us the game behind 2 big runs by the Seattle Seahawks that really kind of broke our backs, one by Russell Wilson and the other by I forgot who ran it.
Was
It
it
wasn't
Carson?
Carson. Nah,
Oh, okay.
it was another dude came in
Okay.
and just missed some tackles and slipped and was out of place. And it was devastating. But all that being said, 2 plays on offense, 2 interceptions on defense, and what cost the game. I like our chances against Carolina, a team that got taken out of the playoffs by Green Bay, but are coming in with motivation. It's an over Ron Rivera team. It's going to be some emotion behind it. They're going to want to beat us. We're going to want to beat them. But I think ultimately we'll come out and we'll take over this division, man, and we'll win it. Albeit a very bad year with COVID and the records. I think that we're going to be a very formidable force in the playoffs. Hopefully we get to see Seattle again. I don't want to see fucking the Rams, even though they fucking dropped the egg yesterday, and now they've dropped into that spot to where if we do win the division, we'll be seeing them. But I'm proud of the squad, man. We're on our 3rd quarterback, back in and out. A lot of people didn't give us a chance, and what I see in my team that's different than the years past is we're fighting. It's a fight. It's not somebody that's laying the fucking egg. I'm not seeing my team get blown out 40-3. I'm not seeing the team quit. I'm not looking at the coach texting girlfriends and shit. I'm actually watching a team fight, and that's something that you can be proud of and kind of build on in the future. We have no quarterback. I think if one thing was proven this year is Washington needs a fucking quarterback. But
Yeah.
I think that like I said, I like what the East is, man. I like what Philly's doing with Jalen. I like what the Giants are doing with that fucking coach and that defense and that culture, what they got going on. I like that the Cowboys suck. I just like what's going on over there in the East, man. But yeah, I see the Washington football team taking that last piece in the division. I see that happening next week.
I look at it like this, we having a down year, you know what I mean? And obviously the expectations, if our quarterback just play a little bit of ball, division would have been ours. So I'm not happy with a 6-8, record, even though when you get in the playoffs, you're 0-0 and whatnot. But, my thing is that, I really think, though, I think you kind of putting the cart before the horse a little bit. You feel a little bit, good about that. But I think the Redskins are going to lose next week. I think we're going to beat the Cowboys. I think it's going to come down to that last game. I just don't. The Redskins, that's not a threat to me, man. Like, they can't even score, really. And I ain't trying to take nothing away from their defense is the shit and everything like that. But I just, I just think Carolina's going to win that game. I just think it's going to be one of those years where it's going to be like, all right, it's going to come down to that last game again. And we'll see what happens that week. But, yeah, that's how I really feel about it. And as far as the future, without having a quarterback, man, it's a tough thing. And if y'all get a quarterback, your defense is good. Y'all can, Super Bowl window could open up for y'all guys. But you got to get that quarterback. And I think, we're a little bit ahead because I think we found him. And we having an off year this year, man. It's a bad year for us.
This is a diehard Eagles fan, people, and it's hard for him to say that Washington's doing anything. And I can't say.
you're 6-8 at the end of the day.
If we finish the season 8-8 when we started 2-7 and no one fucking gave us a chance, I'm taking 8-8 to the playoffs against fucking Seattle or the Rams. And if we go into the divisional round and lose that, I'm taking that as a win for the fucking Washington football team because no one in the chance in hell
they've
thought
been
they would be
horrible for a long
doing
time.
it. So I'm taking that as a win and I'm taking that as a positive direction. There's a huge quarterback class coming out in the draft. Now, this is what I see.
Keep starting over though.
No, we're not starting over because we got a good foundation now. And if we can, and y'all prove
1 year.
haters.
1 year.
You see that?
Yo, they don't.
Listen. When McNabb played and did his thing, that had to be year 1, right? And then y'all had to start. It started with the interior.
You don't have McNabb, though.
No, we don't have McNabb.
My
We
thing
damn
is
sure
like,
need
my
McNabb.
thing
We
is
got
like
the defense.
The whole division fucking sucks this year. Like, everybody's at the bottom, so it's like to take pride in it. I don't know. Like, I just want to take pride in it, man.
Oh, well, you want to take pride in the 8-8 season when we were projected to go 3-11 again, win the division, going into the division round?
Okay,
but it ain't there yet.
Cool, but if we win 8, we're gonna win next week. I promise you that.
Okay,
we're gonna get Antonio
Gibson back. It's gonna be a defensive ass battle.
Carolina?
No, it's gonna have to be. You guys are gonna have to win on defense.
We've done that before, and we could do it again. We got Antonio Gibson coming back. We've not had that running back in 3 weeks. He's gonna open up the offense. He's gonna open up my man. Who's my McLaren? He's gonna open up Cam Sims. He's gonna open up Logan Thomas. We have weapons on offense. We have a good foundation, something that I have not seen in a very long time. One thing that I've been on this podcast, when it was the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast and we spoke on sports, is real. And I ain't never said our team had a chance when they ain't have a chance. And I'm looking at a team right now that has a good foundation, primed for the future. I like our chances. I like the division, but I think that when you talk about the division, we'll be in the conversation every single year as opposed to being in the fucking dumpster. That's what I'm saying.
I doubt it.
I can't wait to talk about this next year.
Nah, honestly, I just don't see it, man. I think it's just one of those years was like, things up and down. Even like what's the top record? 6-8 right now in the division. Mm-hmm. Like the Cowboys are underachieving, we're underachieving. The Giants is on the up, but y'all coming on up and coming too. But it's gonna be our fucking division, just like it's been the last decade. We're gonna run this shit starting next year again.
Oh yeah,
that's my prediction.
We're gonna have to start putting some bets on here. Niggas gonna start wearing Washington jerseys and Washington hats, motherfucker. Like a motherfucker next year.
We gonna baby. We winning this shit next year.
I ain't want to bet the last couple years because this nigga had me in the Eagles fucking sweatshirt last year. But we gonna start fucking throwing some bets. I'm gonna have y'all on some burgundy and gold in this motherfucker next year. HTTR in this motherfucker. We're gonna win this division at 8-8. I don't give a fuck. And we beating the Rams or the goddamn Seahawks. I'm calling it 3 weeks ahead of time. Let's work.
I ain't got the faith in Alex, man.
Will Haskins choke or?
It could be Alex Smith. It ain't gonna be no Haskins.
It's gonna be Alex.
If Alex is healthy, it's gonna be Alex. And I think that Alex not making mistakes mixed with the defense balling, we got a shot against anybody in a very weak NFC. Period. A lot of people want to give bullshit to the East, but any team can fucking win that division. Are we gonna come out the Super Bowl favorite? No.
Yeah, no way.
Hell no.
Saints.
You got the Saints. You got the Packers. Yeah. I don't see us having the firepower to do that. And if a snowball chance in hell happened, which I'll fucking have that snowball all day.
It's always
no one's beating the Chiefs. So
in the playoffs, it's like, since you ain't been in a long time, you don't understand how this thing go. You get an opportunity. Anybody can win. That's just real talk. Anybody can win, but it's going to come down. Not to say anybody got a chance once you get in there, but it's going to come down to what people been doing all year. And I think it's going to come down. Y'all might even get to the second round. But it ain't gonna be enough, I don't think, to propel you all the way.
We don't have a quarterback enough to win a Super Bowl right now against some of the greatest that we've seen right now. You got Brady still in the NFC. You got Breeze. Right. You got fucking our man Aaron Rodgers. I think that we got enough to fucking beat Seattle, somebody that we knew we could beat. We can go ahead and beat them. We have a chance against the Rams, even though I don't like it as much as the Seattle Seahawks. Divisional round.
I don't know, bro.
You got me on that.
I'd rather take the Seahawks, the Rams, boy.
I'd rather see the fucking Seahawks. I don't want to see Aaron Donald again.
And it's because their defense is horrible this year.
You'd rather see the Rams than the Seahawks?
Hell yeah. This year?
You'd rather see the Rams than the Seahawks? Yeah, I'd rather see the Seahawks than the Rams. I don't want to see the Rams. I don't want to see Aaron Donald. I don't want to see that defensive line anymore against an immobile quarterback. I don't want to see that shit.
Fortress. Aaron Donald is a fortress.
We could beat Seattle. We got the fucking mud stomped in us against the Rams. I don't want to see the Rams.
Yeah, they crushed us too.
I don't want to see them, even though they lost to the fucking Jets yesterday.
Next week, I'm a fucking Panther fan. That's all I'm saying. I'm a fucking Panther. What time y'all play next week? Anyway,
1:00.
We gotta get that game on here.
I think we probably. I don't know what time you play. Cowboys 4. So yeah, they always try to keep it. You know,
prime time game.
Yeah, and it's even if it comes to a situation where. I don't know how the Giants can make it. I had the NFC picture, but they pretty much out of it.
They play Baltimore. They lose next week.
They're on the bubble.
They lose next week.
Next week it's over.
They actually that's not. They got the fucking best chance to win the division if they win out. If they win out,
okay, yeah,
and we lose one, they win.
They got y'all at the end.
No,
we got y'all.
We got y'all at the end, but they got Baltimore and then they got Dallas. So they got to beat Baltimore. Baltimore's in the playoff hunt. They ain't about to lay down.
Right.
They got the hardest road. So we'll see. Y'all play at 4. Washington plays at...
If y'all fucking lose to the Panthers, you already know what it is. You fucking know what the shit is. You know what's going to happen. It's coming down to that last fucking game.
Okay, so y'all beating the Cowboys next week.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cowboys are playing better.
What?
Cowboys are playing better.
We playing good now.
Y'all playing good too.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all playing good too. In a loss.
We're beating the Cowboys.
It's always a good game, man.
What happened?
You call it double digits? Don't do that. It'll be a good one.
Yeah.
We'll play at 1.
And then, we won the game yesterday if we have our secondary, period. True. We won the game. We have Slay, we have Maddox or Rodney McLeod. So, you got rookies back there. Guys they never played before.
That's some bullshit. Y'all lost.
It is what it is.
Take the L.
I mean, it is what it is.
Take the fucking L.
Y'all lost too.
That
could have put the division away.
We should have. If we won that game, we should have.
And y'all
nobody gave us a
lucky,
chance.
Y'all got lucky.
Oh, here we go.
Y'all came back because y'all was getting your mud hole fucking stomped in y'all.
Uncle Derek called you was pissing you off. That's what happened. That nigga taking all the fucking that shit out on me and shit.
Nah, I was watching because I found this shit on YouTube too. It was crazy.
God damn.
Oh, let me see what the fuck's going on with this game. And I was watching some of the shit and I saw it come back and I was like, I hope they get this motherfucker. And they sacked his ass too twice at the end. And you got to get rid of that ball.
Oh, get the fuck out the pocket.
He too slow.
Oh, get the fuck out the pocket. Nigga, you had time. Run that shit for 13, get the first down, keep the fucking pocket.
All I kept thinking was Askins. All I kept thinking was Askins.
But Alex Smith ain't getting out the pocket either. Alex Smith is a sitting fucking duck. Yeah, we need a quarterback that can move. I would love to get Deshaun Watson. It scares me to give up a fucking whole boatload of draft picks when we've been doing so good and holding them and grabbing good young talent. But we need a goddamn quarterback, man. If it ain't in the draft, we got to find a fucking quarterback.
That's true.
He ain't on the roster right
I take Carson.
now. No, we don't want that nigga either.
No.
Two first rounds.
We got a black version of Carson right now. His name is Dwayne.
But yo, speaking of the draft, what do you guys think about the Jets won their first game and fucked up their draft? What do you guys think about that?
Beating the fucking Rams. I didn't see that coming.
Never.
I didn't see that coming at all. It couldn't have came at a worse time with the playoffs because I think the Rams are going to wake up. And that's their game that they just stunk up an egg. But they had an opportunity to go ahead and get the quarterback from Clemson, the golden boy from Clemson. What's my man's name? Trevor Lawrence. And they probably fucked that up because now you got the Jaguars sitting at 115 as well as the Jets. The Jaguars look like they're in a prime position to go ahead and grab him. And I'm sure Trevor Lawrence is very happy about that because he'd rather be in Florida than fucking New York. But what do you think? Did that hurt the Jets or help them?
My thing is like you got to play to win every fucking week.
Talk about
no matter what. Like even if you, how could you go out there and say you're going to tank? Like how would your head coach be or your team? Like no way you're going to just fucking lose this shit. You got to play every game to win it and let the chips fall where they may. Because with the draft shit, that shit ain't always guaranteed. We had first round bust, second round bust. I'm sure y'all have had y'all, bust. So it's like let's try to win. Even though you ain't going nowhere, you trying to build on for the next year. See who you keeping, so you can, who's going. You're trying to build these next two games. So I just can't see that, somebody losing out just to get one person.
Yeah, and it looks like the NFL draft order as of now, Jacksonville has 1. Jets have 2. Cincinnati has 3. I agree with you, man. I couldn't agree with you more. Your NFL athletes, you have pride, your men.
Right.
No one wants to go down in history as having no wins in the season. I'd rather go 1-15, 2-12, 2-14, whatever, and get whatever. But you got to win a game, and you're happy. You see the media kicking their ass, talking shit. I mean, it's just one of those terrible years for the Jets. It's a no-win situation. But as men, as professional athletes, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to that city. You owe it to your team. You owe it to them fans, even though they don't appreciate it, to go out there and fucking win. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, salute to the Jets for not going 0-16. You got a Sam Darnold who's not a bad player, but you got a bad organization that put bad pieces around him. You sit at number 2. You can. It's a lot of teams that would love to sit at a number 2 spot and possibly get another quarterback there. You can fucking boatload and ship those off, get a nice team around this kid, and actually have a good name in New York. But I don't know, man. With Cleveland balling and other teams balling, Jets may just be that team in toilet now. I don't know.
I hope not. They look kind of promising for a little, like a glimpse, a little bit. And Donald's a pretty good quarterback, man.
He's not bad.
So now they got to get rid of him if they get somebody else. Now they're trading him. Maybe go to the Skins.
Can he run?
Sam?
He move a little.
He's a little mobile.
I don't want to hear that. I need somebody that can fucking run. We don't need a Lamar Jackson. But you got to get out the pocket and has them fucking linebackers scared and kind of creeping up a little bit so we can open up for some lanes.
When you say that, because it's like that's the new breed of the quarterback again. It's turning into that. The motherfucker got to be an athlete.
Yes.
Even if he's a white boy, like my man from the Bills and the Giants. The boys can run.
Hell yeah. Josh Allen
definitely.
Danny Dimes and shit.
Right.
Boys is moving.
Yeah.
You got to be an athlete. And then, you know what? That's the one thing I also want to say about Jalen Hurts. A lot of people talked about his arm strength and talked about him as a brother doing his thing. But I said it then. I'm going to ask y'all now. Don't he kind of remind y'all of Russ? Just a little fucking bit.
It's crazy. You said that a long time ago. Yeah.
I'm telling you. Y'all got a gym over there, man. If Carson don't fuck y'all cap up too bad, y'all might have something over there. I hope Carson keep crying.
I wish it could. I really want Carson to work out.
Hell yeah.
I really do. You know what I mean? But now I'm satisfied. Like, let's move on with this cat, man. Because you got young guys balling. You can see with regular guy. You see Quez Watkins out there. That was a hell of a play.
Who's his boy that he was throwing to all day yesterday?
Oh, that's Ward. He was a practice squad boy too.
Look at him. The nigga was balling.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like Carson couldn't do it with him. So that's the problem. But yeah,
moving on.
Like, I hate to, like you said, I hate to say it's over for him, but unless he outworks him, it's real life. It's a real life situation.
Carson into a fucking left tackle. You know what I mean? Trade and get a left tackle. You know what I mean? Something like that.
I like him as a tight end.
Tight end or tight ends, middle linebacker or safety. That's what we do. We trade them and turn them into another good position. That's all you do.
Carson Wentz gonna look in Jalen's eyes and know he can't win. That's why he's trying to get out of there because he know.
Man,
now he know. That kid ain't giving up that job, man.
Nah,
that kid ain't giving up that job.
That kid's a pit bull.
Man, yeah, definitely.
What else we got, bro?
What happens? That's it, I think. Yeah, that's it, right?
The NBA
that's
is
right.
kicking off today.
Okay. Talk some early picks, man. Early picks. We got the Lakers that just restacked and restocked. You got some teams out here that's really loaded back up, man. You got Kevin Durant that's back off of that terrible Achilles injury, and a lot of people gave some question speculation on whether or not he'd be back. Kevin's back.
Kevin is back.
Kevin's fucking cooking. It don't look like he ever got hurt. Kev is back all day long, and it gives a lot of people that tore Achilles. You talk about an Odell Beckham Jr., you talk about a Saquon. They're going to be back. Don't worry about these brothers. They're going to be back. New age technology and the way medicine is now, we're going to be all right. What's your picks, though? Oh, who you think, man? We got a lot of teams out there. What you thinking?
Sixers. I'm a Sixers fan, just out of loyalty. I ain't really watched them in a long time, but really the Lakers, man. Again, like just looking at basketball and the scope of everything, I think that it's going to be them right there at the end. Now, could somebody maybe beat them? Probably not. I think it's, they're front runners again.
One team I want to see beat them, and I like the Lakers, man. I like what LeBron's doing. I've always been a fan of the Lakers since the old Magic days when we were young against Jordan, even though we loved Jordan. But then once Jordan retired and obviously passed that torch to number 8, eventually number 24, our man Kobe, it was just like ultimate love at first sight. But if one team I want to see Milwaukee do it, and that's because of Giannis. Giannis went back to Milwaukee, didn't go and do any fuck shit like these NBA players and go try to join a Golden State or go try to get with a LA or somewhere with a super fucking team. Just go ahead and win it out there in a small market, out there in Wisconsin with the squad he got. They won, and they had the best record in the NBA the last couple of years. We got what it takes to win a chip. I like what he did out there, man. So I would like to see Milwaukee, even though I'm not a Sixers fan, but I am a Sixers hater. And I like what that young team has over there. I'm glad they got rid of that coach. I'm glad they got Doc Rivers in there. There's talks about Harden. If Ben Simmons fucking actually shoots the basketball and can do it, I think the team is good as is. But if he's not, go get fat ass James Harden back over there right now. But it's talk that Harden may go to Golden State. It's talk that he may go to Brooklyn. It's talk that he may go to Philly. We're just going to add on super team upon super team.
Would you call Philly a super team now? If he went there?
No. I think that's a perfect piece with a big man.
Yes.
Kobe needed a big man. Jordan needed Pippen. You had Magic Johnson that had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Everybody has a nice 1-2. I ain't mad at a 1-2 punch. I ain't even mad at a nice piece with that 1-2 punch to kind of create a super team. Like I wasn't mad at Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen for getting together. They, you know what I mean? They complemented each other well. When you talk about a LeBron, a D-Wade, and a Chris Bosh, now you fucking kind of like, wait a minute, dog. This is kind of getting fucked up, and that's what we've been seeing since then. So I'm glad to see Milwaukee tool up. I think that if Harden got with Embiid, that's that nice 1-2 punch. Now, do they have enough? Remains to be seen. We'll see.
I would like to see the Nuggets or the Heat take it.
They got some
the
nice
Nuggets or the Heat
too.
take it. And there was speculation on the Heat getting James Harden, but I'm just reading right now that they are no longer in pursuit for James Harden.
I think that would kind of mess up their riff. I would like to see like a Giannis down there in Miami. That would have been dope.
Yeah, I feel like they do need a big man. Even though I love Bam is that Adebayo?
You African, brother. How the fuck are you? Tell us, brother. Ask two American Negroes how to fucking pronounce the African word and shit.
I'm sorry, I've been in America too long.
Funny as that.
Yeah, Bam. I love the way Bam plays. He's fast. He's mobile. He can shoot, and he plays defense. He plays defense among all the other things. He reminds me of a Ben Wallace, to be honest.
Old Ben Wallace. OG.
But they do need like a big man, like a solid big man to go against the Lakers. They need, if they have one, they get one big man, one real good big man. I feel like they're taking it from the Lakers because in the finals, I like Duncan Robinson, I like Tyler Hero, and Jimmy Buckets is still one of my favorite players.
Oh yeah, I fuck with him. Yeah,
even from the Bulls days, I'm a Bulls fan.
Word.
So you're an Eagles fan and a Bulls fan. He been a Bulls fan since Jordan? He ain't been born since Jordan, have you?
Listen, my uncle recorded Jordan's last game. He showed me. That's what made you.
Okay, I got you.
I'm a Bulls fan.
I got you.
From there.
What you did? Oh, okay, my fault. I was getting kind of tucked off. But Yeah, man. What else we got?
That's it. Ain't it? That's it for
Yeah.
today.
Another episode of the Viral Sports Podcast is in
Yeah.
the books. Y'all stay tuned, man, because not only will we have episodes on YouTube, we'll eventually have them on the audio version, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. You know how we do over here on the podcast or the platform with the brand. We do nonstop work. And stay tuned because we have interviews with great athletes. We're not stopping the content always. Rose, stay tuned for the next athlete, the next superstar that'll come on the Viral Sports Podcast, man. Without that, Sandman, Viral Hip Hop News, Oh God Hip Hop News Uncensored, Vic behind the mic, the publicist working nonstop, man.
Yes,
This is the
sir.
Viral Sports Podcast, and we out of here, man.
H.
Out.